We were working, when I say we, there were three of us in the water that day. One of us, one of the team of three, always stays in the diving bell every day, and two of us get in the water. It's a position we rotate. But that day it was myself and my colleague Dave Yuasa. It was about 10 o'clock at night, and we were just removing a section of pipeline, really. The kind of thing we do day in, day out. We were doing some pressure testing. We had a big hose which was coming down from the ship, sort of dropping the 100 or so meters down to us, and we were isolating pressure either side of this section of pipeline. Then suddenly we heard some alarms, which is not an unusual thing. As divers, you have a sort of an earpiece and a microphone in your helmet, so we have an open line of communication up to a dive supervisor on the ship, and he really told us in no uncertain terms quite quickly that we needed to get ourselves out of the structure we were working inside and back to the diving bell. He didn't really explain what was happening. I don't think he particularly needed to, but you could just tell from the tone of his voice that it wasn't a drill, it wasn't something normal. But it wasn't panic-inducing at that point. In order to be able to work on the seabed, because we are attached as divers to the diving bell and therefore to the ship by what we call an umbilical, and that is exactly what it sounds like. It's a giver of life, really. It provides us with an infinite supply of breathing gas, essentially, that comes from the ship. It provides you with hot water to keep you warm in what are obviously very close to freezing conditions down on the bottom. Now, because we're tethered to the bell and the ship, it's essential that the ship remain in one position while we're diving. We also needed to do that for practical purposes. We're using cranes all the time and things like that, so we can't have the ship just moving around. And so it's a great system when it works, which is what we're coming to. So they'd suffer basically what we call a single point failure, which wasn't supposed to be possible. It has multiple backups, this computer system, as do all of our life support systems. And it suffered this catastrophic failure of that. And very quickly, the boat had become a sailboat, really, at the mercy of that 35 knot wind and the waves, and was just starting to move quite rapidly, really, away from the position we were working in. And that means that it's starting to drag us because we're tethered to it, basically.
If you enjoyed that clip and you're wondering where it came from, please follow us, People Are Deep, on YouTube.